What's up, everybody? Break number 706BD. We got a case of Inception Baseball 2024. It's an 8-box break. While I'm getting this open, if you unfortunately skunk in this break, we will send you something in the mail. We do make our own skunk packs. Good luck to everybody in the break. 8 boxes. Good luck. Here we go, box 1. Alright, first box. Here we go. Tyler Black, Milwaukee. That is Kyle Harrison for the Giants. We got Brian Ramos for the White Sox. Gunnar Henderson on the X. I call it X Factor. I have not had a chance to look up what the real name of this card is. We got Andrew Abbott for the Cincinnati Reds, green. Tyler Black again for the Brewers. And our first auto, 95 of 99. 95 of 99 going to the Blue Jays. There's Yariel Rodriguez, 95 of 99. Yariel Rodriguez for the Blue Jays. Box 2. Box number 2. For Houston, we got Kyle Tucker. Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. For Houston, Yordan Alvarez. Juan Soto on the X Factor for the Yankees. For the Mets, Kodai Senga. Jacob deGrom for the Texas Rangers. 232 out of 299 is our next auto. That's for the Mariners, and that's Brian Woo. Brian Woo, Ric Flair's best friend. Brian Woo for the Mariners. Box number 3. I keep forgetting to penny sleeve these. These will all be top loaded after the break. For the Phillies, we got Trey Turner. Kansas City, Nick Lofton. Colorado, we got Hunter Goodman. Texas, Justin Foscue. That is Heston Kjerstad for the Orioles. Nick Lofton again for Kansas City. 26 out of 125 on the auto. For the Pirates, that is Jared Triolo. Jared Triolo. And box number 4. For the Brewers, that is rookie Jackson Chourio. Rookie Jordan Beck for the Rockies. Ryan Jeffers, that is for the Twins. Gavin Williams for Cleveland. Cody Bellinger, that's for the Cubbies. 128 out of 150, that is Edney Rodriguez for the Pirates. Edney Rodriguez. And our auto, 172 out of 199 for the Rangers. That is Jack Leiter. Jack Leiter, rookie auto for the Rangers. That's our first half. Box number 5. For the Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Wyatt Langford for the Rangers. There's the Martian, Jason Dominguez for the Yankees. Phillies, Zach Wheeler. That is 58 of 150 for the White Sox. Luis Roberts. For the Pirates, Nick Gonzalez. Nick Gonzalez, that is 95 of 199. And our next patch looks like a patch auto for the Pirates. That is Nick Gonzalez, 22 out of 75. 22 out of 75 on the player worn material. Nice hit for the Pirates. Box number 6. Box number 6. For the Cubs, we got Jordan Wicks. Jordan Wicks for the Cubs. Mason Wynn for the Cardinals. Andrew Abbott for the Reds. There's Paul Skeens for the Pirates. That is Everson Pereira for the Yankees. 41 of 199. That is Kyle Tucker for the Houston Astros. And our next auto, 71 of 125. Going to the Yankees. There's Everson Pereira. Everson Pereira for the Yankees. Box number 7. For the Giants, Jung-Ho Lee. For the Blue Jays, Jonathan Clase. For the Braves, Austin Riley. Mookie Betts for the Dodgers on the X Factor. Jordan Beck for the Rockies. There is Johan Rojas for the Phillies. 83 out of 299 on the next auto. For Kansas City, there is Nick Lofton. Rookie auto of Nick Lofton for the Royals. And our last box, box number 8. Box number 8. We'll do a full recap after this. Again, if you guys do not hit in the break, I'm sorry if you skunk. If you have one team and you don't hit anything, that's a skunk. If you have 10 teams and you don't hit anything, that's a skunk. If you have 10 teams, but you hit one of those 10 teams, that is not considered a skunk, guys. You did hit something. So again, I appreciate the fact that you guys don't hit up my messages and request your shipping back. We will send you something in the mail. Thank you again. Box number 8. Good luck on the last auto. Here we go. Royce Lewis, Twinkies. There's Aaron Judge for the Yankees. Edney Rodriguez for the Pirates. Matt Olson on the X Factor for the Atlanta Braves. Blue for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Rookie, 18 out of 25. That's Jordan Lawler. Jordan Lawler, 18 out of 25. How about this one for the Yankees? Red, 1099. Aaron Judge, 47 out of 99. And our last hit is a patch auto, numbered 39 out of 99. Wow, that is nice. For the Orioles, Heston Kjerstad. Player worn memorabilia. Heston Kjerstad for the Orioles. Nice piece of uni. There we go. All right. Get this put away. Then we'll do a recap. All right, recap time. Our X Factors, we got Matt Olson for the Braves, Mookie Betts Dodgers, Juan Soto for the Yankees, and Gunnar Henderson for the Orioles. Our numbered cards, to 199, Kyle Tucker, Astros, Nick Gonzalez, Pirates, Lou Bob for the White Sox. That's Edney Rodriguez to 150. So was Luis Roberts. for the Pirates. /99 for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. Jordan Lawler, rookie /25, 18 of 25 for the Diamondbacks. /299 on the autos, Nick Lofton, Kansas City. And Brian Woo for Seattle. That is Jack Leiter for Texas /199. Everson Pereira on the auto for the Yankees /125. Jared Trujillo for the Pirates /125. /99, Yariel Rodriguez for the Blue Jays. /99, that is Heston Kjerstad. That is an RPA for the Baltimore Orioles. And for the Pittsburgh Pirates /75, keep reading that 7 as a 2. 22 of 75, Nick Gonzalez on the RPA for the Pirates. There's your break, my friends. Hope you guys had. If you did not hit, again, I do apologize. We will send you something if you did not hit in the break. Hope you guys have a great night. Hope to see you guys next week. Have a good one.